What's up, guys? Robert Optal Bodies. Now, this one is about cheat meals, which a lot of people have heard, and it's a growing sort of phrase in the space of dieting, and a lot of people expect that they will always have them and they always have a place within the dieting and lifestyle space. We're just going to uncover some sort of myths and pitfalls that people come across along this sort of subject. So, to start off, my clients can have cheat meals. And what I mean by that is that my clients can do anything they want. They're fully grown adults and it's entirely up to them what they do with their diet. But you want the juicy stuff and what I actually would recommend, which is completely different to what people can do. So I do get a lot of people ask me, like, when do I get my cheat meal, or what do I do with cheat meals, etc., etc. So when I send my diets their diet plan, I think I'm just more hopeful that I think that they know that cheat meals do not have a place in the plan, especially if they're working me for like a 12-week period or whatever period they want to work with me. So I don't even have a section in their plan that covers talking about cheat meals. I wait for them to ask me, which there are some great situations where some clients just don't even mention it. They just have that common sort of knowledge or knowing that that's what got them into the mess they're in the first place. That's what we're going to touch upon. But then obviously it's completely acceptable because it's such a common phrase used, and a lot of coaches will advertise it like, oh, you can eat your favourite food still and lose weight, which people can, but I want to show you the detriment of that. When a lot of clients do inevitably ask me about this subject, which again is completely fine, I do start off by saying, why do you need a cheat meal? And I try and let them know the sort of psychology behind it, because I'm saying, like, you came to me, and a lot of people just come out with straight away, oh, I get too many takeaways, I drink too much, I do all this. So you've highlighted the problem. It's not as if you've, like, I don't understand why I'm overweight, like, I'm trying my best and it's not working. Everyone knows what they should be doing and the big rocks in the jar that can change their, like, health and overall lifestyle and appearance. So I'll start off by saying, well, why would you need a cheat meal when that is what got you into this mess in the first place? So you've got to see it as that, even though it sounds really extreme. And the point is, psychologically, what I've had feedback from certain clients is that they do struggle to let go of that side. And I think it's because they tie the cheat meals into the social side. So they link the two together and they think they can't be sociable unless they copy and interact with what all their peers are doing. And that can be quite a big problem. What I mean by that is that you're probably going to be the black sheep. You're probably going to be the one in the pub who hasn't got a pint in the hand. You're probably going to be, like, you might be at a family event or like in a room full of people, like you're socialising and everyone else has ordered a takeaway and you're sat there with your lunchbox or you're not eating or whatever it may be. These sacrifices add up to massive positive lifestyle and fat burning and feeling great effects. The main message is you have to see the bigger picture past that few moments of mouth pleasure with some pizza in your mouth or an alcoholic drink or whatever it may be. But we'll focus on the cheat meals. You have to see past that and just think, you never wake up the next day, say you didn't cheat and you stayed strong, you never wake up the next day thinking, damn, wish I'd have had that pizza. You wake up feeling proud and glad you didn't have it, but you can't say the opposite for the other way around. If you did have a pizza and you wake up, there's guilt, you feel groggy, brain fog, horrible. You might go do a lot of exercise to try and burn it off. So look at it like that. Look at it as, this is what got us into this mess in the first place and why we go back to it. It might seem extreme, but it's just true. I've never seen anybody go back to eating the way they used to eat and keeping the physique they got from working with me for, say, 12 weeks. Okay, I'm not saying never have a cheat meal again in your life. That is up to you. So when it comes to around Christmas time and stuff, my clients are like, what do I do over Christmas? I always say, do what you're comfortable with. Accept the negatives that are going to occur. Weigh up the pros and cons. There's no right or wrong answer in this case. Myself, like, I'm only human. I just try stay as strong as I can. Like, I haven't ate clean for like all my life. I don't think I'll never have a cheat meal ever again. I can pretty much hand on heart say I'm probably never going to have an alcoholic beverage again, but that's a completely different story. And a good sort of analogy to compare it to is, say somebody comes to their friend or a doctor, whoever's helping them, say, like, look, I want to quit smoking. I know smoking's bad for me. I want to quit smoking. Like, I know it's bad for me. What do I do? And whichever method you take, say you eventually stop, you go cold turkey, you have patches and vapes or whatever you do. But let's say you eventually stop and you're not doing any nicotine whatsoever. What do you do now? You just carry on and get on with your life. You wouldn't say, right, abstain from smoking all week. Saturday night, fill your boots, get back on cigs. Sunday, back to it, off the fags again. That is ridiculous. And same with an alcoholic. Imagine trying to stop drinking, but then every Saturday you let them have a drink. It is literally the same physiology in your brain with all the dopamine system, all the pleasure, addictive part of your brain. If you tell somebody, right, all week, stay really strict, don't have this ultra-processed garbage, you sort of need to see it as recreational drugs for some people, because a lot of people deep down will admit they've got a food addiction and they have to be that solid with it. So you wouldn't say eat clean all week, then Saturday, fill your boots, binge, get all this dopamine, feel crap, and then on Sunday, back to your diet. You try sticking back to it on a Sunday. How many people just carry on with it, think, all right, we'll get another Chinese takeaway Sunday, but I'll start Monday. It's because that addictive light has lit back up in your brain. The fire's burning again for the addiction. So again, it does sound a bit extreme comparing it to drugs, but look into the physiology, it's very, very similar. It's the same. How do we conclude this? So my opinion is, if you can admit you've got like a food addiction and you know that takeaways and alcohol have got you in the shape that you are in now and that you want to do something about your health, which is great that you're recognising it, I'd totally avoid cheat meals just for as long as possible. And that's based mainly on the science and the physiology. The longer you abstain from something, the addiction just gets easier and easier and easier. You ask somebody that hasn't smoked in 20 years, they won't crave a cigarette anymore. It's not going to take 20 years, but the longer you go without that sort of food, the less you'll crave it. You just have to get over that first couple of weeks to a month, and then it's like a superpower. You can be behind all that stuff, and I just don't see it. I can walk down it through Morrison's aisle and not see that. I just see that as ultra-processed garbage. I'm just straight for the natural food, the single ingredients, non-processed stuff. So, yeah, time is a great healer. But again, we're realists. I'm not stupid, and I don't think people have to avoid it for the rest of their life. They're going to do what they're comfortable with. So maybe save it for very special occasions like your birthday or a holiday or once a year at Christmas. Set these sort of guidelines and then don't break them. Even if you say like, right, once a month I'm going to have what I want. For one meal, I can get back on it. If you're that sort of person that can do that sort of moderation, great. If you need longer than that, if you need it every 6 months, if you need it once a year, just on your birthday or just on Christmas or just for that holiday for the year, let loose for whatever time it may be, then that's where it's very personal preference and individualistic. It has to come down to you. So do what you're comfortable with. For me, I like to go massive long periods of times, maybe a year or two without anything. I might have something if I just decide in the moment, if I'm on holiday. Trust me, I always regret it. I feel horrible, but it helps you stay back on track because you realise how good you did feel without them. Robert Alto Bodies, hope this helps. Comment, share, tag, private message me if you want to work with me. Taking on a couple more clients this month. We have a special deal. Let me know. Cheers, guys.